sometimes you meet someone, it's like speed dating. You don't know
Yeah.
if you're compatible or you're like, oh god, this might all go wrong.
Have you like experienced that, like meeting someone, maybe you follow their Instagram or their YouTube and you meet them in real life and they're just like completely different?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, I'm probably a lot different than how I come across on YouTube, I think.
I think you're much more like a regular person right
Yeah,
now.
I know. I sometimes I make jokes that make me seem like this like sociopath or something, you know?
Oh, not a sociopath. Oh my god.
Creative juice.
It says Pumbaa wants to join the room. Oh man. Hello, hello.
Hey, what's up?
I was gonna say that I read your comments and people have been like, oh, I reach out to him, but he hasn't responded. So I was like, I don't know if he sees my message.
Yeah, I don't know. DMs, man, they're just like there's it's gotten to the point where there's just too many and it's hard to keep track of. So now I just respond to emails only, pretty much. Yeah, I think that's the purest form of creativity, is just doing your own thing and not really trying to be influenced or worry about like, what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I try to take that approach for photography. I don't really care what people think of the look of my shots,
Yeah.
but uh, once you kind of get rid of that completely, it allows you to be like, I think, the purest form of an artist in like a weird way, if that even makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's what a lot of people say. They're like, just be yourself, and like that just makes
Mm,
it more authentic as possible than trying to replicate something else or somebody else.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
And with your channel, I think even like I have classmates that are like, oh, like, have you checked out this guy on YouTube? And it'll be you. And I was like, yeah. I was like, for me, I always say, I'm like, oh, he's the guy that has the dark humor.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
and I was like, but it's like the most honest things that you say, because it is true, the things that you like side comment on, like that
Mm,
you point out, that obviously, like I said, not a lot of people will actually mention and stuff like that. So I respect it a lot.
yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of trends in the film photography community that uh I don't know, that are easy to make fun of, for sure. Like you're saying earlier, there are a lot of um a lot of dudes do it, a lot of dudes do the YouTube film photography thing. And I think it's only been like recently, maybe in the past like 6 months to a year, that we've seen more female led like channels popping up, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
um One of my favorites obviously is Madison's channel. She does like great videos. I don't know how she's able to keep producing such like a high quality amount of videos I think she posts every week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I just look at trends like that and try to riff on it a little bit. I think a lot of the best comedy is something that's kind of based in reality a little bit. That, unfortunately, that's kind of the problem in real life. A lot of times when people don't know me and I make these like off the cuff like really dark jokes, they're
Yeah.
like, oh, is he for real? No, everything I say is a joke. So
Yeah.
you know don't take me that seriously, I guess. I'm sure I have a lot of social anxiety too. I'm pretty much a recluse. I like never leave my apartment. And now with this whole COVID thing, it's like easy to just stay inside, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
I wouldn't even guess that with all the traveling that you do.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time it's just me and my girlfriend Monica.
Yeah.
We're not really like meeting up with a whole lot of people or whatever. But I mean, if you're traveling, you're putting yourself out there. I think it comes maybe a little easier.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that makes sense.
Guess it's just gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was like thinking. Like during this whole time, I was like, I don't know how people are making videos, but then
Hmm.
I guess people manage to do it somehow.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of so like I'll go on like road trips or like camping out in the desert with like my brother, and it's like that's fine because it's pretty secluded and it's like a perfect excuse to like shoot and make some new work.
Yeah.
Um that's how I've been doing it anyway, for the most
Yeah.
part.
I,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are like afraid to get roasted on, being like, you're in like taking photos of like a ton of people, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really take those kinds of photos, like street photography. Is that kind of what you mean? Yeah, I don't really do that kind of that work anyway. So, like I said, I'm a recluse, social anxiety, etc., etc.
And then like there's always there's like a collab always question, and then there's like these like
Mm,
random questions about like I know there's like your friend Franco, the one in the Christmas video that
okay.
people have been
Yeah.
questioning like that. Oh no, they're not questioning, they're saying how scary that photo is to them till this.
Yeah. Yeah. That. I'm sure he'd love to hear that as a person. I haven't seen him. I don't think. Maybe he has seen that photo, but I'm sure he's the type of person that would be like, yeah, perfect. That's exactly what I want from a photo. You know.
Yeah.
Um. But yeah, it is pretty creepy for sure.
So yeah, it's like that's the comments that people say. It's just like interesting. It's like out of all the things that you said or made in this video, it's like that's what comes
That's the
out of
one.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So you do a lot of 16 mil
Yeah.
stuff.
Which I think is like
That's
makes
brave.
that's what makes me. It wasn't even trying to be different, but I have
Yeah.
not seen any other film photography channel like who does stills also do video.
Yeah. Yeah. My buddy Caleb has a 16 mil camera. So, and he just shot a short film on it.
Okay.
And yeah, he has a YouTube channel too. So he's gonna try and start putting out some 16 mil stuff. So you may have some competition.
He's the guy that's like in your like very first few videos, right? Like a
Yeah,
lot.
he pops up in videos every now and then. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We always shoot together. Saw him yesterday.
So he, oh yeah, what makes sense that he lives there then? That was the question.
Yeah, 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 for sure. 16 mil is crazy though. Have you like have you I don't know, stupid pun, but have you like do you have a lot of exposure to it?
So my school is not a film school, it's like a generic university, right? But
Okay.
then like their film program, like out of all like things, they teach 16 mil, yeah. And it's
Oh,
like
right on.
and every other school who can have like a prestigious name, they're just like, how does your school teach that still?
You know, I got to hold a Bolex the other day
What do you
for the
think?
first time ever. Pretty crazy camera. Made me start thinking, 16 mil, huh? Maybe, maybe.
Well,
It's
like
a
I was
crazy format.
I was gonna say is that so I have a friend here. He shoots a lot of commercials, just like 16,
Mm-hmm.
and like that's why he makes me want to continue shooting like videos analog, because
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that means that clients are not like opposed to it.
yeah,
Because like it's annoying when a client is like, "Hey Jason, I want you to shoot like
mm.
film, but not film."
Yeah. But our budget is like nothing. It's like $5
Yeah,
and a
yeah.
Wendy's coupon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's annoying. And then when in reality, it's actually cheaper in a sense to shoot film, you know,
Mm-hmm.
if you just do it the right way or you know what you're doing.
Started getting DMs lately. They're like, "Hey, I'm a digital photographer. Do you have any like tips on how to get the film look that you achieve?" And my go-to answer is always, "Yeah, just shoot film. It's really not that expensive. If you're going to spend, you know, $2,000, $3,000 every 4 years on a digital camera, you're going to spend the same, you know, shooting film probably."
Sometimes you meet someone, it's like speed dating. You don't know
Yeah.
if you're compatible or you're like, oh God, this might all go wrong.
Have you like experienced that, like meeting someone, maybe you know, you follow their Instagram or their YouTube and you meet them in real life and they're just like completely different?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, I'm probably a lot different than how I come across on YouTube, I think.
I think you're much more like a regular person right
Yeah,
now.
I know. I sometimes I make jokes that make me seem like this like sociopath or something, you know?
Oh, not a sociopath. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes some of the jokes are like super dark. And those
uh,
are the ones that aired.
oh, that people like obviously call you out for.
Yeah, I guess.
What I was just gonna say is like I think for me on YouTube I'm more of a I think I either I go too heavy or I'm very outspoken, but in person I'm not so talkative. Kind of like you
Yeah.
said, like you're just a one-on-one person, not like a all
Yeah.
extrovert kind of crowd person.
Yeah, that's a good feeling for sure. I bought a F5 kind of on an impulse, a Nikon F5,
Yeah.
and I don't know, just over time I was like, this isn't the camera for me. I ended up selling it to someone, and you know, they'll send me updates every now and then, like, here it is out in the wild. Look at how happy it is, you know, and like, oh, that warms my heart that someone is you know, getting good use out of it, and you know, it's not just sitting on my shelf collecting dust, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm like staring at my cameras, like can't buy anymore. It's like
Oh yeah.
need to like either like sell these or something, or
Mm.
like for me, like literally I'm like staring at my post-it, like I have just like 3 cameras I want, and then that's it. Like I
What
think
are they?
the typical stuff.
Oh yeah. Leica M6, Leica
Yeah.
M6, and a Leica M6. Well, thanks for having me on.
Yeah. Thank you. This cat still is freaking me out in the background.
Yeah, don't worry about it.